Hey everybody, welcome. This is Cynthia from Including You Journals. I'm so glad that you stopped by and hope you'll hang around with me for just a minute. I mentioned on Monday in my last video about Lisa Curcio. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I think I'm pronouncing it the way that she does. But she is with Stampin' Up! And she does these wonderful cards. And sometimes when my brain gets stuck, I go to her, and I was starting off by using an idea that she had and went a whole different direction on Monday than what I thought I was going to do. So I'm going to come back to that today and share something that I saw her do making cards, but I think it would be really cute to do in a journal. So I have a piece of Edith Holden paper and a piece of digital paper. And the reason I'm using digital is because it's very thin, and that's what I want it for. And I still think I'm going to make this into a tuck or a pocket. I'm not sure which, but I'll show you an idea of what Lisa did with hers in her card making. And I want to mention her simply because it doesn't matter where our inspiration comes from. It's really nice to hear that. And I also kind of want you to know too that all of our inspiration doesn't come from the junk journal world. You can get creative ideas in lots of different places. Sometimes I watch mixed media art YouTube channels. Sometimes I watch other card makers as well, but Lisa happens to be the one that I watch quite frequently. Now what I want to do is, she glued a piece of paper onto her card, kind of like this. So you would have the card base and then the clue, and then she tore up two edges and then rolled a piece back like a scroll, revealing the picture underneath. I just want to make sure that I'm doing this the way I want to do it. And I don't want to, if I glue it here, I want to make sure that it's going to come back and reveal that little bit of a flower. And there is a shadow there, so that's hard to see. So, or if I want to roll it back this way, revealing. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me go ahead and, for the purpose of, so that I can see that I'm getting it correctly on here, let me go ahead and glue this part down. And then we'll work from there. And I don't have to stick my finger in there. I just really wanted to smudge that out smoothly. If I have any kind of wiggle room at all, I need to slide this paper over. Well, shucks. I put it on crazily. You know, that always happens when you're videotaping, right? Yes, and sometimes it happens when you're not videotaping. But let me straighten this up a second. Sorry for the little detour. I was trying to hurry, but you know how our glitter glue is. It is fast. Fast, fast, fast. And then I need to cut down this side a little as well. And that's not going to hurt anything that we're doing. We just want to make sure that everything looks nice and neat. Yeah. Okay, so then what Lisa did, and this is kind of the fun thing, is she tore. And I'm going to tear more to this side. Yeah. And I want it to be a little crooked because I want that reveal there. I'm even going to come over this way a little bit. I like that white paper. Some of you say, oh no, tear it the other way. And some of you will want to ink this. That is your privilege. To each his own. I want to make sure what I'm revealing underneath is something I can see before I glue it down. And then I'll come over here. Okay, now let's see if I've refilled. Let's tear this here a little. And look at it again. Nope, I want to tear some more. Now, Lisa did not have one flower that she was, or one bird or one butterfly that she was trying to show forth. She simply put maybe a neutral on top and with a background like this on the bottom, and then she just tore down the middle of her card. And I really like the idea. Then she said, we don't need all of this bulk, so you cut part of this middle away, and then you can just simply roll it. And I think she used the end of a paintbrush. I don't have a pen or a paintbrush or anything else close by, but I can get one later. And she rolled this down like it was a scroll, but she rolled it much smaller and tighter because she did have an ink pen or a paintbrush. Okay, so let's see if I can make it to where you can see what I'm doing actually here. Okay. Okay, I want to go back in here and put a little more glue down in this area that I didn't get to. I hope you can see that. Let's see. Okay, and then I'm just going to come up on the edge. I'm going to tack this down so that now it is permanently affixed to my card. And I'm sitting at an odd angle trying to see what I'm doing. So I hope I am showing you, though, what I'm getting on here. Okay. Now, isn't that adorable? And because this is going to be in a journal, I'm trying to decide if I want to roll this really thinly, like so. And she said you could glue it all the way, glue it as you go down, excuse me, or you could just put a little bit here, and I think I'm going to do that because even if it flattens out in the journal itself, what I'm getting is still that effect of a rolled scroll or the rolling back, and I am mashing that down just simply because it's going to be mashed down if it's flatter in a journal. So I'm getting the idea by looking at this now, sorry, trying to get that in the middle of the screen, that indeed that portion has been rolled down like a scroll. Look how pretty that is. And yes, you could add butterflies or a little label or something else that you might like to add there, but I think this is fine for what I want to do, and I'm going to use it as a tuck in my journal. It's the one I've been working in. I'm going to put it right here in this page where there's not a lot happening. And I want to glue the bottom. I know, don't you hate it when you get a good Edith Holden page? You never know which edge to use, right? So this back side was as pretty as the front side. And I'll hold that for a second, making sure that it attaches. And it does attach quickly. I hope you're doing well today. Friday coming up on the end of April. Can you believe that the 4th month of this year is already ending? But look how pretty this Edith Holden is. And then you have background. I could have gone with more pink, but I don't know. I was just trying to use something a little fun to go along with it. It blends to me. They're those neutral colors, and I like that. And I'm going to reach, around for some coffee or tea stained index cards that I keep on hand. And on here, just like this. Yes. Okay. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, is this exactly like Lisa used on her card? Well, it's definitely not a card. It is a little tuck spot space, and I have glued this flat rather than leaving it curled as she would have done on her card, but at least it was an idea that Lisa gave me and what she was doing. So I invite you, if you've never been to a Stampin' Up! Video on YouTube, go and by all means try. And her name is spelled Lisa, and the last name Curcio, Curcio, and I believe it's something like Lisa's Stampin' Up! Or Stamp with Lisa or Lisa's Stamp Store. I'm not sure. We'll follow that, but if you put her name in, it's something with stamps, I'm sure it will come up on your YouTube channels. But thank you, Lisa, for your creative ideas. And I just want you to, if you ever happen to notice this, see that your creative ideas are going much further than just card making. And to all of you, give that a try as well. When you need some creative juices, try a card maker or try a mixed media artist. You never know what you're going to come up with. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend, a great Friday, and a great weekend. Thank you for joining me. I hope I see you next time. Bye.